A.D. Ramsey of Davita Handcraft Soap, and today we are making Grapefruit Love. So I've already mixed the oils together, and for this recipe I use grapefruit juice. And so I mixed that, I put it in the freezer, I mixed the sodium hydroxide with that, and it will help hold the citrus flavor, which is pretty hard to do, but after countless tries and trying to figure this out, this was the first soap of Davita Handcraft Soap, because I needed it to combat the dry weather here. And so for the fragrance, and there's no coloring in this also, not even TD. So I used a little bit of bergamot, and I had this tipped upside down so I can get every little bit of it. Let me get my stick blender, because it's expensive. And I also use grapefruit essential oil as well. There's a dog barking in the background. I have the windows open. It's a beautiful day. I think you're still in the shot. Okay. So this is a double batch. So I'm going to pour my fragrance essential oil in here and shake it, and it's just a little bit more. And this is the grapefruit. And I ran, of course, all this through the calculator, the fragrance calculator, with this large batch. Yummy. And so this is a combination of bergamot, cranberry salsa, and grapefruit. So let's give it a swirl. Ooh, this thing scares me. Woo! Woo, woo. Give that a little stir. This is my Brambleberry emulsion stick blender. And when I tell you, this sucker is so powerful. So if you do lotions, this is it right here. Man, it's so strong. In fact, in one of the reviews, one of the people returned it because they said it was just too much. It was way too strong. And I can dig it. And of course, because there's essential oil in this recipe, it slows trace down. So I'm just gonna pour it into the mold, and I left a little clip at the beginning of how I line my mold. This mold came from Be Scented, my favorite. And so, ooh, maybe I won't film with the window open again. It's so noisy outside, but I love it. So just pour this right in. Oh boy. See, and that's why I doubled this recipe and added a little more. Because with this mold, if you've ever used a mold like this, it makes the bars a little wider but a little shorter. And this, I like it like this. I like my bars to be a little chunky. So I'll just let that thicken up. Put a little swirl on top, nothing crazy, because I hate designing texturing tops. I can't stand it. I know people say, oh, I could sit here and do that for hours. No. Let me get in and out. And as a chef in my previous life, plating was never my strong suit, ever. Every season we would have to come up with recipes, and I would come up with the greatest flavor profile, so my chef would tell me, but the plating, the flavor profile would be great, but the plating would be horrible. So that's this, and I will bring you back for the little bit of texturing. Okay, so just a little dippity-doo. So if all goes to plan, I will have my own page on Amazon. Yay! So that will help me grow my business, because people who have Amazon Prime will no longer have to pay for shipping. Won't that be fantastic? So it took me about a year to get my trademark, because there's a pharmaceutical company that has a similar name, but they let the trademark, the part that I needed, lapse. And it went dormant. And every 4 months or so, I would call the lawyer and say, hey, which I didn't have to pay for. I had an advocate. In most states, they have at least one lawyer that's an advocate for the trademark. Ours isn't located here in the Valley of Las Vegas, but they are located in Reno. So once it got to a certain spot in the process, then they switched me over to a lawyer in New York City. And she put the rest of the paperwork through, and voila. Now DeVita Handcraft Soap is official, has an official trademark. So all my business cards and merch, as the kids say, will have the little TM representing my trademark. And that was one of the things I needed for my Amazon page as well. So a very simple top design to go with a, ooh, it's so shiny. And that, I believe, is the avocado oil. It's this is my favorite soap. I believe it's the top selling soap only because when people say, hey, what's your favorite? It's this. Or what has the most moisture, what holds it in the best? It's this, because it has a ton of avocado oil. This soap is extremely expensive to make, but I figured that it's offset by my imagination. I don't know, but I love this soap, and it keeps the citrus scent as well. So this is A.D. Ramsey of DeVita Handcraft Soap. Please like and subscribe. We're going to cut Grapefruit Love. Take off this while it's all in one piece. which I still have to trim it, but this soap, this is my soap. This is my personal soap that I use. This is my favorite soap. This is the soap that encouraged me to learn how to make soap just for myself. This was never supposed to be a business, but it just turned out that way. And because this is my own personal favorite, I want to measure and see how I'm supposed to serve it, cut it, and that is just too little. Yep, this is the soap that started it all. It took so long for me to get this recipe right, and it's so expensive. But I'm going to have to stop thinking with, ooh, nah, that's over. Oh my gosh. Look at how uneven that's cut. Okay, so you're supposed to stand over the soap. When you get ready to make it, the cut, you measure it out, and then you stand directly over it and push straight down. And that'll give you an even cut. Holy mackerel. These cuts are so humongous. That's bigger than the last one. All right. I'm going to have to concentrate. So this is AD Ramsey of Davita Handcraft Soap. Just messing up over here. Please like and leave a comment about this video. Thank you. Bye. Wow.